Good morning everyone, this is Nadia again, back with more reading from the Truth Scriptures to Anak. And today we're up to Barashiyt, so named Genesis chapter 1. No, not chapter 1, sorry, chapter 31. It's a long time since we read chapter 1. Jacob heard the words of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob has taken away all that was our father's, and from what was our father's he has made all his wealth. When Jacob looked at the face of Laban, he noticed it was not the same towards him as before. Then Yahuwah said to Jacob, return to the land of your fathers and your relatives, and I shall be with you. Jacob sent for Rahel and Leah to come meet him in the field with his flock, and he said to them, I see your father's face, and it is not the same towards me as it was before, but the allure of my father has been with me. You know that I have served your father with all my strength. However, your father has deceived me and changed my wages 10 times, but allure would not allow him to hurt me. If your father said all the speckled ones will be your wages, then all the flock would have birthed speckled ones. If your father said all the streaked ones will be your wages, then all the flock would have birthed streaked ones. Thus allure has taken away the livestock of your father and has given them to me. At the time when the flocks mated and conceived, I had a dream and saw that the rams which bred the flock were streaked, speckled, and grizzled. The messenger of allure said to me in a dream, Jacob, I said, here I am. He said, now lift up your eyes and see all the rams which bred the flock are streaked, speckled, and grizzled, for I have seen all that Laban has done to you. I am the allure who met you at Bet-el, where you anointed the pillar, and where you made a vow to me. Now arise, get out of this land, and return. To the land of your relatives. Rahel and Leah answered and said to him, is there any portion or inheritance for us in our father's house? Are we not treated like foreigners to him? He has sold us and has also devoured all our money. Now all the wealth which allure has taken away from our father, it belongs to us and our children. Now then, do whatever allure has told you to do. Then Jacob got up and set his sons and his wives upon the camels. He drove off with all his livestock and all his possessions which he had acquired, including everything he had accumulated, which he had acquired in Padan Aram, and headed back to his father Yitzhak in the land of Canaan. Before he left, while Laban was away shearing his sheep, Rahel stole her father's idols. So Jacob snuck away while Laban the Aramite was not aware. He did not tell him he was leaving, so he fled with all that he had. He rose up, passed over the river, and headed towards the mountains of Galiad. On the 3rd day it was told to Laban that Jacob had fled. So Laban took his brothers with him and went on a 7-day journey to pursue Jacob, and he caught up close to him in the mountains of Galiad. Allure came to Laban the Aramite in a dream during the night and said to him, guard yourself, do not speak either good or evil to Jacob. Then Laban finally caught up with Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent on the mountain, and Laban with his brothers pitched their camp also on the mountain of Galiad. Laban came up and said to Jacob, what have you done by sneaking away from me like this? Did you use your sword to take my daughters away as captives? Why did you flee secretly and sneak away from me and did not tell me? Sorry, guys. I could have sent you away with joy and with songs, with a tambourine and with a harp. Why did you not allow me to kiss my sons and my daughters? You have been foolish to do this. It is in the power of my hand to hurt you, but the allure of your father spoke to me last night, saying, guard yourself, do not speak either good or evil to Jacob. So you have left because you greatly miss your father's house. But why have you stolen my idols? Jacob answered and said to Laban, because I was afraid and I thought you might take your daughters away from me by force. But as for your idols, if you find anyone here who has your idols, that person will not live. In the presence of our brothers, look and see for yourself what is yours that I have, and take it with you. Now Jacob did not know that Rahel had stolen the idols. Laban went into Jacob's tent and into Leah's tent and into the tents of the 2 female servants. But he did not find the idols. He left Leah's tent and entered Rahel's tent. Now Rahel had taken the idols, and she put them in the camel's saddle, and she sat upon them. Laban looked through the whole tent, but did not find them. Rahel said to her father, forgive me for not getting up, father, but I am unable to rise before you, for I am on my monthly cycle, as it is with women. And he searched but did not find the idols. Jacob was angry, so he challenged Laban. Jacob spoke and said to Laban, what is my transgression? What is my sin that you have hotly pursued after me? Now you have searched my goods, and what have you found that is your household goods? Set it here before my brothers and your brothers, that they may judge between us two. These 20 years I have been with you. Your ewes and your female goats have not miscarried their young, and I have not eaten the rams of your flock. Those who were attacked and torn by beasts, I did not bring it to you. I took the loss from it. You required it to be repaid by me, whether stolen by day or stolen by night. There I was by day, the heat consumed me, and the frost by night, and I went through many sleepless nights. These 20 years I have been in your house. I served you 14 years for your 2 daughters, and six years I spent with your flocks, and you have changed my wages 10 times. Unless the allure of my father, the allure of Abraham, and the esteem of Yitzhak had been with me, surely by now you would have sent me away empty. But Allah has seen my affliction and the labour of my hands, and he rebuked you last night. Laban answered and said to Jacob, these women are my daughters, and the children are my children, and the flocks are my flocks, and all that you see is mine. So how could I harm my own daughters or their children whom they have birthed? Now come, let us make a covenant, you and I, and let it be a witness between you and me. So Yaakov took a stone and set it up as a pillar. Yaakov said to his men, gather stones, and they took stones and made a heap, and they ate there by the heap. Laban called it Yigashashduta, but Yaakov called it Galaad. Laban said, this heap is a witness between you and I today. That is why the name of it is called Galaad. And also Matzapah, because Laban said, may Yahuwah watch between you and me when we are absent from one another. If you hurt my daughters, and if you take other wives besides my daughters, even though no man is with us. See, Elua is a witness between you and me. Laban said to Yaakov, behold this heap, and behold the pillar, which I have set between you and me. This heap is a witness, and the pillar is a witness, that I will not pass over this heap to you, and that you will not pass over this heap and this pillar to cause me harm. Let the Elua of Abraham, the Elua of Nahor, the Elua of their father, be the judge between us. And Yaakov swore by the fear of his father Yitzhak. Yaakov offered a sacrifice on the mountain and called his companions to eat bread. And they ate bread and spent the night on the mountain. Early in the morning Laban rose up, kissed his sons and his daughters, and Baruch them. Then Laban departed and returned to his place.